Go.
Phase two. We sit here and talk about burgers. You read everything in the newspapers now. Big burger craze. Burgers are the best things on earth. You know, what was it, 10 years ago? They told us all to quit eating because we're going to die of animal fat and eat bacon and burgers and all wind up weighing 500 pounds and eat crazy by 40 years old. Now, suddenly, it's the healthiest thing we can eat. It's good for you. So once again, who listens to the FDA? It's time to sit back and realize burgers are back. Wave of the future. Obviously, the cattle from America and everything else is going good. Now, here we go again, and I get really, really freaking irritated. You know, you can sit back, you can go get a burger. When they call it 100% ground beef, when you listen to your restaurants advertising things, guess what? 100% ground beef means you got to have more than 50% from the FDA of a ground meat content. So you can have 51% beef, and you can have all the rest of the hearts and the lungs and other stuff chucked into it for the other 49%, and bingo, you got a 100% beef hamburger. Duh. In the end, look at what the realistic ingredients are. What we do, and if you look at one of our burgers, and by the way, this is just plain with lettuce and tomato. We've got 75 toppings. You can pile whatever the heck you please on in the end to make yourself a real burger and a real sandwich for ingredients to choose from. But when it's said and done, one, toast a bloody bun. There's nothing worse than just having a plain bun that's been sitting in a rack from a bakery for about 4 to 5 days with flavor. Toasting always takes care of it. Number two, cheese, lettuce, tomato go through. But what I wanted to show is here. When you sit back and you take a normal burger, you'll see how soaked your bun's going to be because of the grease level and everything after it sits and rests in it. You don't see that here. Why? Because it is made from basically steak meat. Now, it's kind of funny. If you go into Canada and they have their FDA regulations, most people think that their burgers are more bland or don't have as much fat. Why? Because they have more content to them than steak, and they don't allow as much fat stuff to them up there. In the United States, sometimes we become spoiled with the fact that guess what? The more fat, the merrier. You're buying cheaper meat, you're getting a lot of grease, and the grease is more your flavor than the actual meat. If you like eating steak, this is what you want to have. It's got flavor, it sticks off straight off the buns, and to give you an idea of where we prepare it from, we don't sit there and buy ground beef and go with it. A lot of people say they ground their beef at work. All they do is they buy ground beef made from manufacturers, take it, smack it themselves, and throw it on a table. We actually take full briskets. We actually take full sirloin butts. And you know what? Unbeknownst to anybody else I know of in the industry, we shave the fat off of it, we throw it into the grinders, we make the mixtures. We always use our surgical gloves, of course, so you're not getting any hands or anything on it. Yeah. And we also make sure that we've done everything, ground everything, put it together, so you're going to have the basically best tasting steak burger you've ever had. That is different, that is unique. We all know where we can send you if you want something for $1, and guess what you get for $1? You get something they pay 10 cents for. If you want to go get something and pay $5 for a good burger and pay for something that has quality and flavor with quality ingredients, this is what you get. You know, these poor cows sacrifice themselves so they could buy the goddamn center out of these things so you can go have something good. Quit taking their ass end to eat meat and use something like this in your burgers.